Alright, what's up guys? So today I'm going to be going over a few US30 shorts I took last week that added up to a 20-hour multiple. One of the best weeks we've had so far this year. Um, these trades were sent out to the Telegram, which is going to be down in the description. So we started off on Tuesday, right? I took a position on Monday, but we'll be going over the positions I took on after Tuesday and the one I took on Tuesday. So this was the first one that added up to a 2.8 hour multiple, almost 2.72. It was a pretty simple setup. First we start off, I looked at the economic calendar. We had no news at all. No news for the US dollar, so that was pretty good. And then we had market open. I was mainly looking for sales because the higher time frame price was just trending lower, so we were just took a continuation trade. So I laid out this area of interest right here, around 39,880. Reason was because this zone that we're looking at has had a lot of rejections when it came to it. When prices came to this zone, we've either had buyers taking over the market or sellers taking over the market. Every time price was above the zone, buyers were taking over when it came over. But as you can see, when we were looking for this trade, price was under the zone. The bias was on our side, so it made sense for us to take sales and just wait for the sellers to hop in. So market opened on this candle right here, 2:30 p.m. I just patiently waited for it to come up to this AOY. First, what price did soon as market opened is shot right down here, right? I just waited till price came up here. Once it came up here, I was mainly looking at this on the 15 minute because I wait for 15 minute break of structure and then I look for a continuation trade. So price came up into here. We had a mini consolidation, I'd call it, and then we made this little low right here that then price broke right after. So you can see price made a bearish candle right here and then a bullish. It broke structure to the upside, but instantly right after it broke structure to the downside. After I saw that, I was looking for sales. So I waited for, after we had a break, I was waiting for a retracement into the AOI again. So then we can get a continuation lower. So price came up. I was still looking at this on the 15 minute. I saw this candle right here. Now this is a strong hammer rejection candle. I don't do like candles and patterns and all that type of stuff, but it's just extra confidence to add on top. But I saw that, then I entered with stops just above the highs. As you can see, it actually matches my position that I took on Monday, but I just leave a little bit of space because even if you entered here and you just left a bit of space, you can see the highs actually got swept, right? So I like to keep my stop loss like a few pips above the high, so not to just get taken out and then price flies to my TP, right? So we got a rejection candle. I entered with good amount of risk management, and then price just melted down to the TP, and I made $2.1 thousand on this trade. The next one I took was a continuation trade right here, which adds up to a 7.6 hour multiple. Um, this was a very simple trade. It was just a continuation trade I saw. So market opened on this candle right here, right? And this day we actually had a huge fall in US30. Like we had let's see, yeah, it was like a 700 point sell off, right? So well, I was just looking at a continuation trade. So I saw on the 15 minute, this was a simple break and retest, right? Price made this bullish candle, then it made a bearish candle. So it made a little lower here, right? So what I'd done is, if you go to the 15 minute, I mean 5 minute, let me find the position, right here. So we marked out those lows, right? So once 15 minute went up and then it broke right under after, what I was waiting for is just price to come into here. This was an aggressive entry, but I guess we just catch the sniper entry. Although this was an aggressive entry, so it had risk, so I hopped in with low risk. Had my stops above the highs. Price, as you can see, it broke, then it came in, and we catched a good sniper entry, you know. So I just like marked out this little high right here and just had it around the 50%. As you can see, it was above the 50%, but we took a discounted discount area. We took the trade there, so price tapped our order, and then it shot down instantly. But it was just consolidating, and then once we had a break of this low with this candle, so once this candle formed, I actually went break even, and this trade I ended up making, I think it was well over a few thousand at least. It was over like 3.5k. It was a pretty simple trade. Checking, I think we didn't have news on this day. I'm not pretty sure, but yeah, this was just a 7.6 hour multiple simple continuation trade. You know, nothing too crazy. And our TP was at an area of interest right here. Just a 50% of an area of interest I had laid out. That, right, as you can see from here, you know, price reacted off of here, so that's one of the easy TPs I could find. This was a potential TP as well, but you know, we were approaching like 7-8 p.m. and then for me personally, whenever I trade those times, sometimes I see price just slow down, so it made sense for me to just take TP. You know, it was a beautiful like 8 hour multiple almost, so yeah, it made sense for me to take profits there. And then the last trade, this was a 11, almost an 11 hour multiple, 10.95, but as you know, it wasn't too crazy, just 11 hour multiple. This was aggressive entry too, so it was quite risky, but our stop loss was super like tight, right? We had a really small stop loss, but I wasn't really looking to take sales here, although I had this laid out. What I was expecting, so market opened right on this candle, this blue candle up here, and price shot up, so I was like, yeah, we could potentially reach there, but then it really didn't. Price fell right after, and what I saw was price slowly came down. It reacted off of this level right here I had laid out, right? Because my plan for the day was either I wait for price to come into here, react, and then I take sales down to this key level, or we can see a break of this key level right here. So we, you know, when market opened, I was looking at something like this: price breaks below, retests, and then we can take a continuation trade to the downside, right? And then I had like massive TPs. I had like this as a TP and this potential as a TP as well. Although that didn't end up happening, as you can see, price just after hitting TP, it just consolidated. And Monday right here, I did not take any trades because it was a bank holiday, but we'll get back. We'll get to that after. Yeah. So first, I had this zone laid out as well because we could have potentially had sellers hopping in there. What I saw was 15-minute break this low, and then I was interested to sell, right? Then price shot up, didn't like it. Price shot right down after, right? And then I was just waiting. I thought this wasn't a clear break for me. Like I would have liked a break if price rallied and like broke this zone like around here, right? Then I would have been interested. But that's like a tiny break, right? Um, and then I waited. Price came in here, and then I was just waiting for the next 15-minute candle to kind of just reject and stay around there. But that didn't happen. As you can see, price actually shot right through it. Price came into here, and then I hopped down to the 5-minute, and as you can see, it was an aggressive entry. I actually took 3 positions on this. I took 3 positions, right? 2 of them were a 1-minute confirmation, but it was a beautiful trade. I made over 3.5k on this trade easily. 11 hour multiple, it was a beautiful trade. So my first position was aggressive, right? I saw this candle go into this zone, right, and not break above. Then I saw the next candle. As you can see, the candle I entered on was moving lower slowly. So I was like, I'll add my first position there, right? So that's where I entered my first low risk position. And I just kept my stop loss above the current highs, because if price just went there again, then price would have had the potential to just continue higher, right? So that was my first position was right here. When this candle was just going lower, I was just like, I'll take my first low risk position. Although this was a very high risk trade, because we didn't have a 5 minute confirmation yet, we didn't have a 15 minute confirmation yet, because the 15 minute broke structure to the upside, so did the 5 minute. It was all bullish. Price could have reacted off of here, as you can see. I actually did a few times, right? But price could have reacted off of here and just shot up, right? Although that didn't happen that day. So my first position was on that. Then I hopped down to the 1 minute, and let me show you. We had this 1 minute low right here, right? So this 1 minute low right here, when price broke it, my second position was literally on this blue candle. Soon as this blue candle opened, I added 2 more positions. So my first position was here, and then my other 2 positions were here. Total of 3 positions on this trade, and we made well over a few thousand. I actually sent this into my group as well, and some of them took the trade, although I wasn't like, I was busy that day, so I took this outside as well. But I told them what I was looking for. Some of them saw the same thing and entered with me. And then you can see this candle was very unexpected because we didn't have any news, and I was surprised how we saw this whole fall, right? And then price slowly came up. Now by this time I was break even, right? And the spreads actually didn't take me out. As you can see, this black line, yeah, that's my second 2 entries, and price actually didn't take me out. I was surprised, right? And then price came lower again, kind of gave us a rejection again, moved up, done that again, but we finally broke through and we fly to our TP. Now my TP was just a 50% of this zone, this AOI, which was what I was aiming for. And as you can see, after TP got hit, I could have had my TP at this liquidity, but it's cool. We hit almost an 11-hour multiple, which is actually great. And then after that, price ended up consolidating. So yeah, this was a beautiful position. Although 2 of my positions were aggressive, although I don't really take much aggressive entries, but when I did take the aggressive entry, I entered my low risk position first, and then once I saw potential to add more positions, I did. And then now we're in a new week, so we should be catching better entries. I didn't trade on Monday because, as you can see, we did actually have quite a good rally up, but it was a bank holiday for the US dollar, so it made sense for me not to trade. Although today market opens in 50 minutes, 54 minutes, so we'll see if we catch a nice trade today. But last week, these are the 3 bangers we catched on US30. NAS didn't really give us much. It's just US30 was moving really nice, so we were able to catch these 3 sales. Well, I catch that as well. So these are the 4 positions for me on Monday. 4 sales. Pretty simple. Most of them are break and retests. Yeah. And if there are any good trades this week, I'll be posting them later on, maybe the weekend. Although I am posting this quite late, but just didn't have much time. So yeah, just if you wanna take the same trades, you could join the Telegram, which I'll leave down in the description. You can just join it, and I send my daily trade ideas, what I'm thinking, my thoughts and everything, and what I'm looking for, and then you can look for the same thing and take the same trade as me. Sometimes I send it in as soon as I take it, or sometimes I send it in on a live stream. So I'll start a live stream like half an hour before market open, and then you can take it on live with me. But yeah, I'll get back to you guys when I see any other good trades. But yeah, that's all for today.